processes that occur in a river. So, first process is the force of the water acting on the river banks. So here we've got the water flowing to the outside edge of this meander, so there's more erosion, and that's called hydraulic action. So the water forces its way into the riverbank, okay, it forces its way in, gets into those cracks in the riverbank, and it widens them by using the force of the water. Okay. What might also happen is sometimes rocks that are on the river's bed might also scrape along the sides, and as they scrape along the sides of the river bank, they can wear it down. Okay, so for example, all these rocks, as the river floods, could scrape against the side of the bank, causing it to erode more. And that's called abrasion, where the rocks are scraping against the side of the riverbanks. Also, we get attrition. And attrition is where two rocks, oh, this water's really cold, bash together. So we can have two rocks, and as they're bashing together in the river, they're going to become even more rounded and much smaller. So they're going to be going from becoming more angular, like this, to becoming more rounded, like this one here. So they're bashing together, they're going to become more and more rounded and much more smaller, and that's attrition. Lastly, very fine particles like silt, which is found, for example, there's a little bit of silt down here. Silt and sand, which you can't really see, gets dissolved. And it gets dissolved in the river, and it's dissolved in terms, and this, erosion is called solution. And solution is where it's all dissolved, and then it's carried away in the river out to the river's mouth. So to recap, first erosional process, hydraulic action, the force of the water against the river bank. Second process, abrasion, rocks in the river scrape against the side of the river's bank and erode it even further. Process 3 is attrition. Two rocks bash together. They bash together, become smaller and become more rounded. And lastly, solution, where rocks dissolve in the water itself.